Welcome to Southern Maryland Sports Journal. I'm your host, Travis Thomas. We're here with Dallas Cogle of Southern Maryland Newspapers. He's a sports writer. Right now we're going to get into football. That's what everyone's been waiting for. Let's jump right into it. Let's start with start with Riken football. What can we expect this season?
Well, you got the great stadium, and the program of Riken football is really starting to assert itself as something to take a look at and take interest in. Last year, 7-3, the best year they've ever had as a football program, and of course led by Jerry Franks, the old Huntingtown coach, the former Huntingtown coach. Not that I'm making a mark on his age, and he is now really starting to turn this program into what Huntingtown has in the SMAC and the public school ranks. This St. Mary's Riken program only going up.
I believe that our players will compete, they'll be competitive, and personal pride, I believe, enters a lot into that.
On our team, I'm a leader, so it's our job to keep our team, confident and not too cocky about how we did last season, but just to get better each and every day.
Let's jump to Leonardtown now. So a lot of expectations for Leonardtown Raiders this season. What can we expect from them?
Leonardtown has never been to the playoffs in its 44 years.
Wow.
That's a long time of playing football as a program. They've got a couple guys, QB Zach Sparshot, and also on defense, Damian King and Jed Law, who are going to kind of lead that team.
We expect that training in the offseason and working hard now will let us have a season that we want next season with the momentum from the year before.
We try not to get too far ahead of ourselves. So we really don't want to think about, what our results can be for this season. We want to think about what we have to do right now.
What about the Chopticon Braves now? There's a lot of talk surrounding them. What can we expect from the Braves?
Chopticon is coached by a guy who knows the game very well, Tony Lasanti. He's had success when he used to coach girls basketball a decade ago at Chopticon, and he really, since he's been there, they aren't out of the limelight or out of contention in the SMAC very long. Last year, kind of a rough year for him, only a few wins. I expect this year they got running backs Jacob Taylor, Braxton Powell to lead the offense. On defense, Adam Hart and Ryan Palmer. I think they're going to be better this year. How much better? That remains to be seen. Lasante may have to do some of his magic.
To me, I want to really just build that fundamental core, which I thought was missing last year. I really thought, that togetherness, that desire, the love of the game, those are something that hopefully we can improve upon.
I'm expecting a good season. We have a lot of players who are ready and focused, and it's showing.
You mentioned a tough season. Did it get any tougher than for my alma mater, the Great Mills Hornets, last season?
Yes.
Tell me something good, Dallas.
We're going to tell you something good. It can't get any worse than it got last year, because last year they were 0-10. Now, if you talk to Great Mills people and you talk to their coaching staff, there are always positives even in a winless season. So I think it can only go up from last year, Travis, but I also think that this SMAC is an unforgiving football conference. There's no easy wins anymore. I mean, it used to be that if you were Great Mills, you play cross-county foe Leonardtown, and you hope, okay, we can get a win there, and maybe we can get a win against some of the other, lower-ranked teams in the SMAC, but there's not a lot of those anymore. And Leonardtown's on their way up. Chopticon's never easy. Great Mills, I think, may not have a winning season this season, but I do expect them to be better.
I want to win games. I don't want to get blown out. If we're losing games by less than 6 points, at the end of the year, when the dust is settled and I can really reflect on the season, I'm going to look at that as a win. Maybe at that game time, be really upset and see that as a terrible loss, and we could have done this, we could have done this, we could have done that. But, at the end of the year, I want to make sure that we were in every single game and had a chance to win it.
A lot of excitement surrounding our local teams for the SMAC football season coming up. He's Dallas Cogle. He's undefeated. I'm Travis Thomas. You've been watching Southern Maryland Sports Journal on MetroCast Channel 10.